US Karnataka government is mulling a proposal that has raised the hackles of the IT sector. The Labour Department of Siddaramaiah government held a meeting to discuss a proposal to extend the daily working hours for people working in the IT industry to 14 hours. As per the current rule, the daily working hours are capped at 10 hours, including overtime. The proposal, however, is being opposed tooth and nail by IT sector employees who say that this will be inhuman and will have adverse impact on employees' health.
It says that on an average 14 hours employers work. So it's absolutely unacceptable. It is never been in the history like any government has suggested such an amendment. So this is absolutely inhuman. We don't have to show any facts or proof that why is it. It's a basic common sense.
The BJP also opposed the proposal, calling it unreasonable. They say that they are in favor of maximum 12-hour workday, but with a cap of a 48-hour work week.
In the manufacturing sector, during our tenure in the BJP government, we had brought a 12-hour working shift on the working time, 12 hours. And more so, the 12-hour work shift with a maximum ceiling of 48 hours per week. We have not crossed any time limit. We had kept in mind whatever the maximum working hours per week it should be there. We had adhered complete to that timings. In each shift, having 14 hours, it is completely unreasonable, and no employee can take this kind of burden.
By doing this, they will reduce the number of shifts from 3 to 2, which means 1/3 of the employees will become berozgar, will become unemployed. They have not given the promised sarkari jobs, now make more people unemployed, burden them with high prices. We have seen that sometimes they bring the reservation bill and then in the night they take it back. All of this is being done to divert attention. Divert attention from what? Muda scam 5,000 crores, Rice scam 120 crores, Valmiki scam 180 crores, diversion of SC/ST funds 14,000 crores. Where is Rahul Gandhi? Missing in action. Obviously he is abroad, not bothered about the people of Karnataka.
The state government, however, says that the proposal came from the IT industry. In fact, the state labour minister, Santosh Lad, has said that the government is being pressured by industry to bring changes in working hours. However, the Siddaramaiah government has assured that nothing will be decided without holding discussion with all the stakeholders.
The bill has come to us because the IT industries, it's not the minister who has bought himself, the industries has pressurized him. So this bill has come to us. Still we are evaluating from the Labour Department.
ITeS companies are the ones who have asked for it. I'm not sure what the NASSCOM has said. It is not for all IT companies.
No, as you have seen, this overtime and homework, etc., is there where boys and girls of that IT industry work more than 8 hours. Keeping that in view, to facilitate and to make them feel that they are going by law also, the particular bill is now brought.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining us for more on this, we have with us Dr. Sudha Halka, who is the spokesperson of the BJP in Karnataka. Suhas Adiga is General Secretary of the Karnataka State IT, ITeS Employees Union, the KITU. We also have Dr. Harsh Mahajan, who is a former National President of the Indian Radiological as well as Imaging Association and former President of Healthcare Federation of India. We also have with us Abdul Razak Khan, political analyst, joining us. Abdul Razak Khan, please explain to us what could be the possible logic for extending work hours to a whopping 14 hours? I don't think anywhere in the world there is such a provision to the best of my knowledge, because 10 hours, 11 hours, etc. is one thing. Everyone, including the IT industry, which has, the government has said was the area from where this pressure was coming, even NASSCOM in its statement has denied it. So what is the possible logic for this, Abdul Razak Khan?
Madhavji, this is just a proposal. Opinions are being sought. This is not the implementation from the government. As you rightly said, Santosh Lad, the Labour Minister, has made it clear that there was pressure from the industries to go ahead and implement something like this. Now, let me tell you, in March 2023, Infosys founder Narayan Murthy also wanted people to work for 70 hours a week. And he gave examples of Germans and Japanese after the Second World War, how they worked. So now I'm saying, when you can see police department working 24/7, when you can see doctors working, Why cannot the IT professionals? I mean, if they work, they will definitely be rewarded for the same. But this has been proposed by Infosys founder. I mean, I'm saying this is just a proposal from the government based on the requests from the industries. Now let there be opinions, deliberations on this, and then let us see how we could go ahead.
Sudha Halka, is just a proposal and it has been done at the behest of the IT industry. Do you agree with Abdul Razak Khan here?
See, let me tell you, today the irony of Karnataka state is that it is ruled by this Congress government, which is more like Tughlaq Darbar, I must say. Tughlaq Darbar, why I am saying it, you know, they don't have a consistency on their policy making, and because of this, there is complete paralysis of the system. Recently, we have seen that just 2 days before only they have come up with the job reservations, which is very much unplanned, I must say. And because of this, the Karnataka state is being taken 20 years back. Once the Karnataka state was known for its highest economic place in India, and now today it has become one of the Bimaru states. And as they have told, you know, this is again one more conspiracy of diversion tactics to come to just, you know, put a curtain on the Muda scam, to come again the 24,000 crores of the STSC funds, which is misutilized, again 187 crores of the Valmiki Nigam. And let me tell you, the labor cess which is collected, that is 5,500 crores, is also being misutilized, and the High Court of Karnataka has kept an eye on this, and it has asked to give the details regarding this. So this is one more conspiracy of the diversion tactics what Congress government is doing. Congress government is equal to conspiracy, nothing other than that. And by doing this, they are taking the fundamental rights of the employees and the law of the labor, that is the office management, the health care, and the comfort zone. It is there is no conducive atmosphere over here. And I, being a doctor, I'll tell you, this is absolutely not preferable to work for 14 hours a day, because IT sector, it is related with, you know, continuously they have to apply their brain over there, and it is not. There's going to be a lot of occupational.
Let's leave aside the politics for a minute. Let's leave aside the politics for a minute. I want to just ask a simple question to Abdul Razak Khan. Abdul Razak Khan, 14 hours a day, 5 days a week. Is this not going to lead to huge stress and burnout? Because many would say, I mean, in a city like Bengaluru, where an average consumer, an average citizen perhaps travels 2 hours up and down from work, and you know, you are 14 plus 2, 16 hours a day. You know, what is left of the day is 8 hours where the person has to sleep, you know, perform all his personal duties and still work. How is that even physically possible?
This is going to snatch their fundamental rights from their personal lives.
Madhav, if the proposal is coming from you and me, it might be questionable. But when the proposal is coming directly from the founder of Infosys himself, who brought IT to Karnataka, the founder of Infosys himself has proposed this in March 2023, that he wanted.
Sir, every proposal does the government take up, sir. Mr. Khan, let's be reasonable.
Right.
That's a subject matter of a debate. If the government starts picking up things like this, then it becomes it's perhaps for the first time that we're seeing that a proposal being made by a prominent person has been picked up and been made into a formal proposal by the government like this without applying mind. There's no, you may want to increase it for XYZ reasons, but the application of mind is also very important in such things. So let me bring in fact, Suhas Adiga, who's the General Secretary of the Karnataka State IT Employees Association. Suhas Adiga, you agree with Mr. Abdul Razak Khan, where he says that this is an IT industry proposal?
So basically the issue is that this is not because for the welfare of the country. There will be absolutely. So this is for to maximize the profit and reduce this on labor. That's what we are seeing here. So currently there is no limit anymore to how much our employee can make to work. So that limit has been removed. So currently, as per the Shop and Commercial Establishment Act, so there was a limit saying that the employee will, even considering overtime, employee will not be allowed to work more than 10 hours. So this is like across the world in the present scenario in IT sector. So countries are bringing up right to disconnect. So after your work of 8 or 9 hours, you don't have to attend any calls. You don't have to come to any meetings, or you don't have to address any urgent immediate necessary unless you are paid for it. So this is a move world across going. Even not only the developed countries, including the country like Kenya has passed this. So in that time, governments here are forcing people to work for limitless. This is very clear. There's no limit in the new amendment how much hours employee will be allowed to work. So there are conditions where in the sectors where workflow will be higher in some days. In the financial sector in the year-end or month-end process when it comes in.
Okay.
So in there, the company this is what will happen. Limitlessly, employee will be allowed to.
Right. Let me bring in fact, Dr. Harsh Mahajan. Dr. Harsh Mahajan, this is the report of the Knowledge Chamber of Commerce and Industry that I'm actually reading out for. And they're talking about over half of Indian tech workers experiencing health concerns due to pressure and long working hours. 45% of employees facing mental health issues, 55% facing physical health impact. The point is just this, that these kind of long hours could have a very, very detrimental effect on the health of the employees. Would you agree?
I agree entirely that they would adversely affect the health of the workers. And, I want to make a few quick points. Why have unwilling workers? When the workers are not willing to work 14 hours, how can you force it down their gullet? Number one. Number two, we do know efficiency, concentration, productivity, it will go down over time. So even though you may force them to work 14 hours, they will not be productive as much as they would be in an 8 or 9 hour working. Point number three, entrepreneurs, and I've been one, we worked countless hours, 18 hours, 20 hours. That was because we enjoyed our work. We were totally immersed in it. And at times one would say that it was more like meditation for us. But that is not the case with the average worker. So you can't force someone. A point has also been made about, doctors. I'm one who worked 24 hours, 36 hours. We've all done that in the hospitals. But do remember, this was only during our training time, during our residency, when we were learning. And with every case, we would become better doctors. Senior doctors do not work 24 or 36 hours. They have limited working hours. So that argument also is, not actually correct. And of course, chance of stress, fatigue, psychological issues, tension, non-communicable diseases. We know now for a fact that these do cause so many problems. And this would happen more and more. Think of the psychological and the social issues where a worker is not able to meet his child or his wife working 14 hours a day, being able to meet only once in a week. So I think, as the minister has said, this has to be thought out. This is only a proposal. And I think this is a proposal which deserves to be shelved.
Well, Dr. Mahajan, some very, very articulate viewpoints that you've mentioned. You've articulated very well. And in fact, I'd like to thank you, Dr. Sudha Halkai, Suhas Adhika and Abdul Razak Khan. Certainly an issue of concern, a lot of food for thought amongst all our panelists that has actually come up for discussion, and all eyes on how the government takes this entire matter forward from here on. I'd also like
The News Hour at 10 will be right back after the break.